On my way to Gettysburg, PA. I'm on Highway 34 south. I'm about 4 miles from Gettysburg, where all the Civil War battles were fought. Good morning. Larry Cappetto in Pennsylvania. The journey continues. I'm really looking forward to today. This is really going to be the highlight of my trip, I believe. I'm getting a little butterflies as I get closer to Gettysburg, thinking about all the history here, and just recently taking a sincere interest in the Civil War. I'm going to play taps today at the cemetery. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be anointed. I'll feel the pleasure of the Lord while I do it. So I'll be back with you in a minute once we get into the city. Good morning. Okay, I'm seeing Gettysburg Church, Gettysburg Inn. Starting to see some signs of being close to Gettysburg. I'm excited today. This is going to be an awesome opportunity for me to sound taps for these Union soldiers and all my veterans, and it being the day after Veterans Day. I'm kind of wondering who's going to be there. I'm going to have to play regardless, but I should be very close, and hopefully I'll be able to find the cemetery, the national park. Over 150 years ago, the soldiers fought here. I'm assuming one of the bloodiest and deadliest battles of the Civil War. I don't know if my camera was messing up. I had it in a different mode, but I am in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and it's awesome. I can already feel the history of this place. I'm looking for the national park. I might have to go all the way through town. I'm not sure. The sign just pointed straight ahead, so I'm hoping I'm going in the right direction. I might have to stop and ask somebody. I'm just assuming up here is where I need to go. Learning how to work my camera again. I asked the lady if the cemetery was this way, and she said she'd been here a number of years and she didn't know. So hopefully we're going in the right direction. We're on Baltimore Street. I believe that's the street I was to come in on. So okay, I'm here, praise the Lord. I'm at the cemetery. It's right out there. You can't drive in there, which is cool. I'm gonna pack stuff in, but I need to practice before I go. I haven't played for a few days, so I've got my bugle here. I'm gonna practice in my car. Feel a little bit silly. Here comes somebody with a dog. Across the street from the cemetery, all kinds of markers. Larry Cappetto at the Gettysburg Cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. What an honor and a treat this is going to be. There's not many people here. A bus does pull up here, but I'm gonna do it whether there's people around or not. So the cemetery is often here, so I'm gonna go inside. Here we go. Here I am at the Soldiers National Cemetery. What an honor to be here today. It's overcast, but the rain has stopped, so that's a good thing. I hope I can play taps. It says silence and respect. So I think respect would be playing taps. These are World War II veterans. Wow. I guess this is a national cemetery where there's World War II veterans buried with the Union soldiers. I'm sure the Union soldiers are buried up there, and that's where I'm headed. But you can see back here, these are some of the World War II graves. Some of them out there. I still see World War I, World War II, so I'm not sure where the Civil War markers are. Unknown. First Sergeant of the 30th, Austin Chapman, USA. Here's a Jas W. Stevens, USA. Samuel Getman, he died in 1917. So some of these guys died after the Civil War. I want to find the guys that were buried. Well, here's some markers. It doesn't say when they died, it just has a name on there. Okay, I better walk around some more. I'm on a time limit today, but let's make use of my time. World War I veterans. Guessing they're all buried out here. Where all these, I guess there's not markers for these guys. I don't know. This looks like Patrick Manning, Company D. Hugh Blaine, Company H. C. Plant, Company A. Patrick Quinlan. Clemens Weisenseed. So this must be the grave. This must be the resting area for all these guys out here. I was thinking there'd be tombstones all over. Boy, there goes the sky parting for me. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Mom, for your prayers. This is the cemetery. Different than I envisioned. I envisioned all these white headstones of 3,500 Union soldiers that I read were killed during the Battle of Gettysburg. Maybe somebody here will be able to answer my question of what exactly I have here. look like there's too much more here to see. Got some traffic over there. I don't think there's anything much down that road. There's some interesting markers out here. They look like squares. They're just numbers on them though, so I don't know if people are identified just through these numbers. But I really thought there'd be headstones for the Union soldiers out here. Not sure what's on the other side of this fence, but it's like a bunch of graves, old graves. Just talked to a volunteer, and I said, "Where are the 3,500 Union soldiers buried?" He said, "There aren't any." I said, "What do you mean there aren't any? The website says there's 3,500 Union soldiers buried here." He said, "There aren't any." So I asked him again, and he said, he thought I said Confederate soldiers, so I could see his alarm. Okay. Anyways, he told me I can't just pull out my bugle and play taps, so it's good that I'm going to try to go the hill to some office and ask. So he didn't seem very confident, but I find favor. And I'm going to believe they're going to let me do it, make an exception. So let's going to give it a try. But I've got till 1 o'clock. A couple of cannons. They don't want you touching them, but a cannonball don't pay no mind. Can you hear those cannons going off? The sky is clearing off. Praise the Lord. Now we got to get favor to play taps. There's another cannon. Cannonball don't pay no mind. If you're gentle or if you're kind. Hoping to play taps. Don't know if it's gonna happen though. The sky's breaking up. That's a good thing. Couldn't get the park rangers to answer their door over there. So I don't know what to do. I got just a limited amount of time. I could use that as a backdrop there for taps. I just don't know if I can do it or not. If this is national park property or not right out here. So I don't know. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I got some good news. Been pushing my bag on the grass here for about, it seemed like forever. But I got permission from Park Ranger Brady to sound taps. Praise the Lord. I'm gonna go do it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull out all 3 cameras though, but what an honor. She said that would be very appropriate. So I've got confidence now to do it. There's going to be people around, but it's okay there. You're going to do it, man. You're going to do it well. I'm chugging along. I'm out of breath because I've been going back and forth trying to get the attention of rangers. So, it's time to play taps. Okay. There goes my officer. I'm excited. Can you tell? I'm winded, but I'm excited. I'll just go over there somewhere. Just.
Okay, so you're going
Excuse me,
to
you on your
film
own
this?
I've got a GoPro camera.
Okay, and
That
what are
just-
you going to use it for?
Well, I play taps at home and where I live in Colorado, and I just want my family to see that I was here.
Okay,
And they're
so,
all excited about me coming here. This kind of highlighted my trip, so.
So this is not to be
Oh, this
used
not
for
commercial.
purposes?
Absolutely not, I promise. I can give you
Okay.
my card if you want. I'm not going to use it for commercial.
Yeah, if you could give me your card, that'd
Yep.
be great.
I'm parked down there at the very bottom where you come in down there, the first
Okay.
car. I've got my wallet down there. I don't have a card on me, but I will give you one if you want to follow me down there.
Okay, tell you what, why don't we put your stuff in my car, I'll drive you down there.
Okay, let's do
and
it.
we'll get you set up.
That'd be good. In the front, back?
Here, we're probably going to be on.
Okay. I live at the Colorado National Monument, which is controlled by the Park Service. And I went up there and I sounded taps. I hiked way up one day and I found this cavern up there and I sounded taps. It sounded pretty cool.
Yeah, we've had people come into the cemetery and want to do like half-an-hour concerts. And Bud's a little sensitive about the cemetery, and don't fault him for that.
Yeah.
But you know, if somebody wants to come in and play taps or Amazing Grace, I'm good with that. They're
Okay.
perfectly appropriate here.
And I'm the first car right down here and I'll give you my card.
Okay.
Then I'll probably just find a spot. I was kind of confused. I thought there'd be markers for all the Union guys. It was just the World War II. I'm a little bit nervous as I get to play. Things were kind of rushed today, so and the sun's kind of doing its thing too. We've got a few people walking around, so this is like D-Day, man. This is like, it's time to do it.
brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. Two brothers on their way. One wore blue and one wore gray. One wore blue and one wore gray as they marched along their way. The fife and drum began to play, all on a beautiful morning. One was gentle, one was kind. One was gentle, one was kind. One came back, one stayed behind. A cannonball don't pay no mind. A cannonball don't pay no mind. If you're gentle or if you're kind. And it don't think of the folks behind or of a beautiful waiting by the railroad track. Two girls waiting by the railroad track. Two girls waiting by the railroad track. One wore blue and one wore black. One wore blue and one wore black, waiting by the railroad track. Darlings to come back, all on a beautiful morning. All on a beautiful morning.
Day is done, gone the sun, from the lakes, from the hills, from the sky. All is well, safely rest. God is nigh